I'm Lauren, that awkward plant girl. Welcome back to my channel. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you guys for popping in. Today we're redoing my plant room. It's a plant vlog. Gotta take all my plants that I moved outside and bring them back in. I have to find space. It's a blessing and a curse because you move them all out hoping that they'll grow and they'll be huge and they'll be amazing. And then the cool weather rolls back in and you're stuck with the reality that there has to be space for all these super large, lovely, happily grown plants. I have to rearrange everything and I'm taking you on that journey today. I'm going to be taking the sofa down and a bunch of other different things. Literally everything has to move and be cleaned and just everything. Also, I'm totally sick because changing seasons and kids went to school and picked up germs and brought them home. So yay! Send hearts in the comments if you got kid sickies too. So let's get into it. I like to start cleaning up the pots first because they're kind of spread out all over the place and it's nice to know what I'm working with if I have to repot any plants as I'm moving in. I also have to completely redo all of my potting arrangements this year because I can't keep my pot storage where it was. So I really need to know what I need to be able to store, and I'm going to have to use this tote for something, so let's clean it out. Not the most aesthetic place for extra plant hangers, but it definitely works, and I can hang plants there if I need. This has been my pot storage for years, especially for all these little pots, so I'm definitely going to have to get them out and find some other solutions. I did find that this bin worked out really well for them, and then I used the larger tote for the other types of pots. And it's time to say bye-bye to this lovely little IKEA futon that I got for free from my parents years and years and years ago. And it's been in my plant room ever since. Now that I was able to move all that and make room, I have to find a space for all of these big plants. Some will go in the living room, some will go in the bathroom, and some will go upstairs in the plant room. Most of the big ones are going to have to go in the plant room, but like that Norfolk Island pine will go in my living room. I put it there every year. And we're just going to try to make all of this fit. Some of them really liked being out here and other ones not so much. The polka dot begonia, though, definitely loved being out here. We'll totally move it out again next year, for sure. So I got most of the plants all off of that bookshelf, and now I just have to wipe down the bookshelf and then haul it upstairs. Then haul all the plants upstairs, and it's just gonna be it's gonna be interesting. I have sprayed everything down, I've wiped everything down, there's no bugs on everything, so that's good. I got all the plants all cleaned, so that is really, really nice. I just need to bring them upstairs. The stairs are my arch nemesis, I swear. welcome to day 2 of my planty vlog. Fall is officially upon us. We've got the leaves falling from the trees, cold, wet, windy, gross outside. We've got a hurricane off the west coast that's going to be coming in here soon. I'm up in the mountains, so it's not going to bother me too much, but we might still get some winds and stuff, and it's nice that most of my plants are inside and I don't have to worry about that. We're freezing because we've already had our frost last night too. So it's just been an interesting time. We got the plants in just in time. I do have 2 more plants outside. They're both Tradescantia, so I'm going to get those in and taken care of today. I want to kind of clean up the shelf today. I've got 4 or 5 more that need to come upstairs as well. So we're going to get that done. And then obviously these guys have been neglected for a couple of days, so they're going to need some water. But I've got my hot tea today to keep me toasty while working on plant chores, and we're just going to get into it. So all of these plants are the ones I had left over downstairs. Like the ZZ plants, they came in from outside, but a lot of these other plants, especially the calathea, were in my bathroom. That gets way too cold for them to stay down there. So I have to bring them up here, and I'm going to try to make space on the shelf. These bathroom plants have been neglected for a while, so I'm just going to kind of clean them up a little bit. They've got some crispy leaves, and they were underwatered over the summer. I couldn't keep up with it. That room gets really hot in the summer and really cold in the winter. There's just very little insulation in there. That's what happens when you live in a 100-year-old house. So, but I think there are pests on here. I don't see that it is doing so great. And you can kind of see that we have some thrips on there a little bit. So the little black markings. And I am going to have a video on pests coming out. I just am waiting for my voice to be better to record that. But here are some thrips, and we can treat those. They're really easy to treat. I just put rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle, and I spray the heck out of these guys. And that will eliminate all the dolts and all of the larvae. And the only thing that will be left will be the eggs that are inside, and those can be eliminated with the systemics. So I am going to treat all of these topically first, and then I will go ahead and add a systemic in. It's just little granules that you shake in, and then you water over it. But it's really, really easy. Unfortunately, it's just very tedious because you got to make sure you get it in all the little cracks and crevices. Even the leaves need to be unrolled like this so you can treat in there, because the thrips will lay their little eggs in there and they'll have the little larvae on the new growth, and it's just yucky stuff. So these are all going to have to be treated and taken care of, and I can give you guys updates later. Just subscribe and let me know that you want to see them. So the plant that you saw previously was a lemon lime maranta, and this is a silver band maranta. Very beautiful plants. Generally speaking, easy care. They just don't like to dry out too much. And I definitely, between the pests and letting them dry out, they were just very neglected in that bathroom down there. But up here in my plant room, they're going to get a lot of love. So I'm just going through and I'm removing every single piece of foliage that has damage to it, because I don't know what kind of pests are living there. Could just be thrips, could be flat mites, could be spider mites. I'm not really seeing any spider mites, but you never know. And it's easier to treat plants when you don't have a bunch of dried growth on there. And little pests like to hide in that dried growth and in fresh new growth. So it's just better to get rid of as much as possible and try to make it look healthier, and then it can actually be healthier. And I know this is a lot of different kind of leaf removal, but it just needs to happen, unfortunately. Then I have a Calathea orbifolia over here, and then I have a pinstripe Calathea over here as well, and a rattlesnake calathea that all needed to be treated. And I did end up spraying all the other plants down just in case as well. I'm going to close this out now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!